With Mark Binetti, this is Tom Rudebusch from Fitzgerald Stadium for Post 22 Baseball, where the Hard Hats have just completed a 3-game sweep against the Cheyenne Sixers. Post 22 won 5 of the 6 games against Cheyenne during the course of the year. And Mark, the Hard Hats really dominated, outscoring Cheyenne 29-9 in this 3-game series.
We saw total baseball. That's exactly why it was able to happen, particularly on the power side of things. We saw 7 home runs in the last 2 games of the doubleheader. It was just spectacular to see the offense and the power of this Post-22 club shine here this weekend, the home opening weekend to boot.
You look at this team, we saw 5 double plays in the doubleheader on Saturday, 4 in the second game. We saw a total of, 6 home runs in the 3-game series. And as you look at this Post-22 team going forward, certainly they can get better, but they're at a level right now which is far and ahead of most of the teams we've played.
And a lot of that comes down to depth. Everybody's contributing when they get the opportunity to either swing the bat, throw the ball, play defense. We're seeing the depth of this team really come to life, and it's good to see that all of this is happening now, because then when you get to mid-season form, they've had so much experience and so much baseball under their belts that by the time you get to a Gopher Classic or a state tournament or a regional championship, this team will be battle-tested and they'll be ready to roll.
Several players have gotten off to good starts here through the first 12 games, 10-2 for Post-22, but I think if you had to select one player, and like I said, there have been a lot of players that have played well, Cooper Bowman has just been outstanding, both at the plate and in the field.
He's the complete package. He can hit for power, he can hit for contact, he can get on the base path, he's intelligent on the base path, and then he commands this infield defense like nobody else. He is responsible for half of the double plays that have been turned. He had 2 6-4-3 double plays in the doubleheader yesterday, where the Hard Hats had 4 double plays turned. He's so poised. That's probably his biggest attribute, is that his poise and his patience. He lets the play come to him. He identifies when he has to go to the play, and it's the same at the plate. He doesn't swing at bad pitches. He waits for the pitch to come to him so that he can put the ball in play and make the most damage happen.
And he's hitting right behind Timmy Paris and Eric Petrie. And if you can get the Bowman, that's most likely if Petrie and Paris haven't done the damage. Both of those players off to great starts. Paris with 20 RBIs. Petrie's hit 3 home runs already. So the Post-22 attack is in high gear, and when you look at the pitching side, we see the pitchers being stretched out a little bit longer now in their appearances. Still a ways to go, but for the most part, I think the pitching has been good also.
Well, we saw Kyle McGuire throw a season-high 5 innings last night in the second game of the doubleheader in his start. How about Colton Trubinsky in this conclusion of the series against Cheyenne? 3 innings. He had 4 strikeouts under his belt, and then Tommy Wall in relief. He had 4 strikeouts on 6 batters faced and 2 no-hit innings of relief. So yes, you're seeing these pitchers start to get stretched out, but you're also seeing them command the plate very well. Location's great, pitch selection is superb, and that kind of diversity has allowed this pitching staff to really shine the last couple of games.
So Post-22, 10-2 on the season. Coming up this week, we have games on Wednesday night, a single game at 7 o'clock. It's Little League night, and Spearfish will be the opponent. All Little Leaguers get in free to the game on Wednesday night. They'll be able to take the field and after the game meet around and get autographs from the Post-22 players. And then Friday night, it's to benefit the food bank. It's the Battle of the Ballparks. Did you come up with that?
I didn't. I wanted the Battle of the Parking Lot, but they chose the Battle of the Ball Fields.
That's Rapid City Post 320 and the Hard Hats at 7 o'clock on Friday. And we encourage you to bring a can of food for the food bank on Friday night, Post 22 and Post 320 here at Fitzgerald Stadium. That's your Post 22 update. It's our view from the press box from Mark Binetti. This is Tom Rudebusch.